What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you yet another episode of Pokemon X and Y Battle Spot Live. This is episode number 40, and it's the second episode for today due to the maintenance that was going on the PGL yesterday that prevented me from getting an episode for you. So we had to do two 6v6 yesterday. Today we've got two Battle Spot Live episodes. Earlier on today we had a double loss, and that was unfortunate. That brought our record over to the mark of 48 and 28, so back to that 20-game differential. Now, before we get into today's challenges, just want to remind you guys that as long as this video reaches that magical number of 60 likes, I'm going to continue to bring you these lovely daily double Wi-Fi battle uploads and all of that fun stuff. Now, today, if you did not watch the previous video, I suggest you go watch that before this one. But we are bringing the Assault Vest, Blastoise, Choice Specs, Yanmega, Life Orb, Honchkrow, Choice Scarf, Typhlosion, Lumberry Coil, Arbok, and Toxic Orb, Toxic Boost, Zangoose. So we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we came we're coming off of a double loss in the previous session from earlier today, and that did not work out so well. I was not happy with that. I was quite salty, in fact. So hopefully we can get at least one win this time around. That would be just absolutely fantastic. Alright, so our opponent is bringing some threats here. And quite a few U and below Pokemon, which I like to see. So we've got Raikou, Venomoth. Venomoth is a huge threat. So is Umbreon. Doesn't have an item, though. But that is besides the point. Aerodactyl, Empoleon, and Emboar. And Emboar is especially dangerous just because this generation, it actually gets a new egg move that is, whatchamacallit, Sucker Punch. So it's a lot more dangerous to Psychic and Ghost types than it used to be. But I'm not too worried about it. Not too worried about it. I outspeed with most of my Pokemon. And I think the only thing I might not outspeed it with would be like Blastoise, just because I'm not running any, speed investment. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Hopefully things go well here. I don't know how I'm going to match up against that Raikou. I do not have any ground types to be able to neuter it. And it's powerful. If it's the event one, it could have, Aura-Sphere, Extreme Speed, that kind of stuff, and that is a pain to deal with. Venomoth is always a pain. Umbreon is always a pain. It's probably going to be a Mega Aerodactyl, and that could be a problem as well, because I don't have anything that can outspeed it. Except maybe Choice Scarf, Typhlosion, but I can't really do much to it other than Will-O-Wisp. So this is going to be interesting how this pans out. So let's get into the battle here and hopefully get a victory today. I don't know, it's just really lagging today. Or maybe I'm just extra impatient because I lost twice earlier. I don't know. Anyway, beautiful, shiny, bluish Emboar is going to be starting off for our opponent. We've got Typhlosion out here, and that is not a good matchup. That is not a good matchup whatsoever because these things can get Earthquake, I believe. And I know they get Head Smash, so that is a bit of a problem. That is a problem indeed. We're going to have to switch out. Gonna have to switch out here. My best bet might be Blastoise. Yep, that's what we're going to go for, so hopefully no electric type moves. Magnitude? Does this thing not get Earthquake? I thought it did. I really, really thought it did, but then again, I haven't used an Emboar in quite a long time. So, what do I know? I don't know. He gets Magnitude 6, though, and that does absolutely nothing. Jack Diddley, might I say. He's going to switch out here into Empoleon, which is a very good switch, as I go for the Scald here. And it would be great if we can get a burn, because I really don't have anything that can touch this Empoleon. We do get the burn, so that is a bit unfortunate for him. He's going to show the lefties, so it's going to be difficult to wear this thing down. It's going to take a while, but this thing shouldn't be able to do too much to me unless it's physical and has like Earthquake or something, because most of its special hits, first of all, I resisted stabs, and if it wants to have, Ice Beam as its other coverage move, it's still not going to do much, so we're just going to stay in and Scald it. I don't have any other moves that can hit it, really, because I have Signal Beam, Rapid Spin, and Ice Beam, so none of those are really going to do anything. He goes for the Aqua Ring, so that is interesting. That is one bulky Empoleon. Aqua Ring lefties, and with the burn, does that just completely cancel it out, or is he actually gaining HP? I can't even tell. I've never run into this situation, I must say, rather. So I guess I'm gonna want to switch here. Because if I go for another Scald, and he gets more HP back, is he really recovering HP from that? From Scald and burn damage? That's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. I'm really worried to switch out here, though, because if I switch into Typhlosion, he can just hit me with a Water-type move, but we're going to have to go for it. I don't know what else to do here. We're going to go into Typhlosion and hope he goes for, like, Flash Cannon or something. He goes for the Earthquake. That is unfortunate because that's going to do a good amount of damage. Oh, wow, that does nothing. That does nothing because he's burned. I forgot. So he's physical or mixed. Because he is defensive, so it would make sense for him to be mixed-ish. Now, what do? I can go for the Focus Blast, but I don't want to lock myself into that, so we're going to go for the Fire Blast here. And he's going to avoid the attack and kill me with the Surf. That's just fabulous. Oh, the hacks. The hacks! I don't know, it's not really that hacksy. I mean, Fire Blast has an 85% accuracy rating, so it's 50% chance to miss, times about 100 due to Pokemon mechanics. So that sounds about right. Now, he's going to get all of his health back due to the Aqua Ring and Lefties, and I don't know, it looks at about the same, honestly. Maybe he's just losing a little tiny baby amount of HP from all of that. I don't even know. I don't know, I very rarely see Aqua Ring used competitively. We're going to have to go into Honchkrow here, because obviously Blastoise can't do crap to this thing, and I am carrying the Superpower, so I'm just going to go for that here. I don't think he's going to expect it. Nope, he's just going to stay in, and he's going to die to a Superpower. It is going to lower our attack and defense, but we do have the Moxie, so we're going to get back up to neutral as far as attack goes. If he has priority somewhere, that's going to hurt on the physical side, just because our defense is already low to begin with, so being at -1 is not the greatest thing in the world. But we do have priority of our own, so let's see what he goes into here. It's not going to be the Emboar, it's going to be the Aerodactyl, and that is a huge problem because Blastoise, I don't know if he can kill it. I really don't. Really don't. I don't know if I should stay in here. I guess I'm just going to because that's just what it is. There is the Mega Aerodactyl, and he's probably going to go for Stone Edge here and just destroy me. But we're going to go for the Sucker Punch first and get some decent damage off on this thing. And wow, that does a lot of damage to a Mega Aerodactyl. Just about like 80%, I want to say. He's going to go for the Ice Fang. That's super effective. He has the Tough Claws as well, so I am as good as dead there. And now the question becomes, does he have the Thunder Fang as well? Now that's a little bit too much, but this guy's running some weird sets. I need to survive whatever hit this thing throws my way and hit it with a Scald, and then the Emboar is going to come in, and I should be able to one-shot that with the Scald as well, but if it's running speed investment, it's going to be faster than me. So that is an issue. I guess we're just going to find out what happens here. I'm going to go for the Scald. I mean, I could go for the Ice Beam, it would still kill it either way, but for some strange reason, he decides, you know what, I'm going to be sneaky and switch into my Emboar, then he'll just die, because I don't think he'll do that, though, because that's not really sneaky, that's just stupid, and he's running some weird things, but he's not stupid, or at least he doesn't seem stupid to me, so he's probably just going to stay in here and try to hit me with something like Stone Edge, or something like that. He probably just went for the Ice Fang the turn before just because it has higher accuracy, and, you know, with the Tough Claws and my defense being down, it was pretty much a sure kill anyway. So that was actually a very smart play on his part. He's going to go for the Crunch, so maybe he doesn't have the Stone Edge, or maybe he just thinks that it's just a bad case scenario if he misses, or worst case scenario. So that's not a bad play, because he probably knows that his Emboar is going to come in here and outspeed me, and if he has the Wild Charge, which some of these do, I'm probably just going to die, to be honest. I'm probably just going to straight up die to this thing, and that is not cool, because that is yet another loss for us, but I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. I don't know what set this is running. Every set that I've ever run into, as far as Emboar goes, has been max attack, max speed. So I'm thinking that that's what it's going to be. And this guy is really starting to run the clock. I don't know if he wants me to forfeit because he's worried that he's going to lose. I'm not sure what he's doing here. He was picking his moves quite fast earlier, and now he's taking the full time. And I'm not sure why he's doing that. Not sure why he's doing that, but I don't like when people run the clock. He could just be, I don't know, thinking. I mean, I don't know. With that was kind of ridiculous, though. What are you thinking about? You have one Pokemon left. Seriously? You don't need to think about which of your one Pokemon left that you want to send in. So we'll see how long he takes for this one. I have no other play here but to go for the Scald. There's really nothing else I can do. I just have to hope that for some reason I outspeed, or he goes for a move that's not going to kill me, but he has the Wild Charge, and he picks his move pretty quickly that time. So that is going to be a loss for us as our Blastoise goes down, but fought valiantly. There's the... Oh no, that was the recoil, not the Life Orb. I don't know what item he was holding. Maybe he was Choice Banded. Who knows? Does not matter. Like I said, that's a loss for us. That brings our record to 48 and 29. So we're under the 20-game mark now, down to a 19-game differential between wins and losses. Really hoping that we can get a win in this second battle to get back up to that 20-game mark because, I don't know, I liked being up over the 20 mark. I don't know, it's just like, it was a milestone, I guess. But that's what I get for bringing a team like this to battle spots. Can't expect to win a lot of battles with these Pokemon. I mean, you can bring them, but, you know, all of them together is just kind of crazy. Our rating must have fallen a lot. I don't even know what it is right now. It was up over 1,600 like last week, so, but I haven't been keeping track of it, and I did a lot of like practice stuff and testing out things for, you know, trying to figure out what Pokemon I wanted to bring coming up this week, and I think my rating just plummeted, to be honest. I did lose quite a few matches on off-screen stuff. But anyway, our opponent is Zach. He's bringing the Ampharos, which is probably going to be Mega. Probably going to be Mega. Goodra, Aggron, Greninja, Gliscor, and Blaziken. Okay, so we're going to have our work cut out for us here. The Aggron and Goodra core, I mean, if they're both defensive, I don't even know if they are, but that would be quite formidable. Or even just the Goodra and Gliscor core, because for all I know, he could be running Toxic Stall shenanigans, and that would be a pain to deal with. So based off of that, I'm going to bring the Blastoise because it should be able to handle the Blaziken, and it should be able to handle the Gliscor as well. And if he brings the Gliscor and I don't have Blastoise, I really have nothing else that can stop it. So really no choice but to bring the Blastoise here. So Zach is issuing a challenge. He's going to send out his Ampharos to start things off. And I've got my Arbok, who is desperately looking for something, for any kind of kill, because it really just has done nothing but just die every time I've used it. And that is a problem. It's actually, it works really well in PU, I have to say. But this is not PU. Not PU at all. This is far from PU. So he's going to Mega Evolve. I'm going to outspeed, obviously, because Mega Ampharos is about as slow as, I don't know, something that's very slow. I was about to say balls, but balls aren't really slow. I mean, I don't know, like, the slow kind of balls. You know what I'm saying. You probably have no idea what I'm saying. I'm going to go for the Coil, because why not? Pretty sure I can live one hit. And there's the Dragon Pulse. So, we'll see if I can take this. And I do not well at all. It does exactly 100 HP worth of damage, but that means we're going to get a Gunk Shot off, and it's going to hit because of Coil's accuracy boost. That's going to do a lot of damage to this thing. And it just straight up kills it because of a crit. That is not what I wanted. That is not what I wanted. I wanted Arbok to get a kill, like, I don't know, like, legitimately? Is that too much to ask, game? Is it? Okay. Well, I guess I need to just take it and be grateful that it happened. So let's go for the Sucker Punch here, because that's the only way I can deal damage to this Greninja who outspeeds me. He's just going to kill me off with an extra sensory, so that is a dead Arbok, but at least he got a kill. It was a completely fraudulent kill, but a kill nonetheless. So, sorry Arbok. My bad. My bad. So we are going to see the Life Orb there. So this thing obviously is going to be changing moves, obviously isn't Focus Sash, that kind of stuff. I'm going to send in the Blastoise here because I am Assault Vest and I'm made for these situations. I should be able to take an extra Sensory or Dark Pulse. That's obviously what he's going to go for here. I'm going to KO him with a Signal Beam, provided that I do not flinch. So RNG, please do not return the favor just yet. Wait a little bit longer. There's the Dark Pulse. Does a little bit of damage, and we do not flinch. That does almost nothing. That's a Life Orb Greninja. Blastoise took that so well. He's so thick. So thick. It's ridiculous. It is ridiculous, and that's not even Mega Blastoise. Not that Mega Blastoise could be holding an Assault Vest, but whatever. There's the Gliscor. That's his last Pokemon, and we are in great shape here. Fantastic shape. There's the substitute, and I don't know why you think that I would give you a free substitute. I'm just going to continually spam Ice Beams, and the fact that he has substitutes tells me that he's going to be a Toxic Stalling set. That is what I'm faced with right here. I don't think he's going to win this, though, to be honest. Don't think he's going to win this battle. So let's see if he goes for Toxic or Protect or whatever he wants to do. He got his Toxic Orb activated, so he's going to be regaining health. There is the Protect. He probably should have just went for the Toxic the first turn and then started setting up subs and protecting, and maybe he would have been able to stall me out. Maybe he would have. But he's going to go for the Toxic here. Okay, there it is. Yeah, I think he made a mistake by not going for it at the beginning. So there's the Ice Beam, and he's not behind a sub, no Protect, none of that stuff, and he's just going to straight up die because this Blastoise is modest. It is max HP, max special attack. So there's no way that Gliscor is going to be able to survive that. And that is going to be a win for us. Our first win with this team. It took 4 matches to get a win, but and a crit. A little help from the RNG there. But nonetheless, I think we would have won that match anyway, so it wasn't, you know, incredibly game-breaking. So that is good. I don't like winning matches just based off of hacks. That's ridiculous. But anyway, I will take the win. Gladly take the win. And that's going to bring us back up to the 20-game mark. So that is 49 and 29. And that's going to be it for this time, guys. So tomorrow, we will go back to the normal schedule of 1 battle spot, 1 Wi-Fi battle. All that good stuff that you guys are used to. And later on this week, I will be taking battles. So I know a lot of you contacted me on Twitter. I tried to respond to everybody, but I'm going to try to do a couple battles a day for the rest of the week starting tomorrow. So that is that. So thank you guys very much for watching. As always, do not forget to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, because it does help out a lot. And I will see you guys for tomorrow's episode. But until then, game on.